This is Pastor Lucy Painter with your daily insight. I'm excited about what we are learning this week, activating the power of the tongue. And yesterday we said that both fresh water and salt water cannot flow from the same spring. And we said that we cannot justify releasing life and death from the same source. And we said that the fig tree cannot bear olives and the grapevine cannot bear figs, and neither can salt spring produce fresh water. And yesterday we said we need to make a stand. We need to have a stand of what we are really going to unleash through the tongue. Proverbs 13:3 says, "Whoever guards his mouth preserves his life. He who opens wide his lips comes to ruin." After knowing that the tongue is a weapon, it's a small part of the body, but it corrupts the whole body. After understanding the power that is in the tongue, then we get to the place where we are cautious of how we use our tongue. And so, just like we said in Psalms 141, that put guards on my mouth, O Lord, and control the gates of my lips. It is important for us to make a conscious effort, a decision that we are going to guard our mouth, because if we keep guarding our mouth, we are preserving our lives. And Ephesians 4:21 says, "Let no corrupt talk come out of your mouth, but only such as is good for building up, as fits the occasion." I like that. Not only something good coming out of our mouth, but is it building up? Is it fit for the occasion, that it may give grace to those who hear? So it's not just about words, like good words, but we also need to know that these words are for building up, and as they fit the occasion. And as I was thinking about this, I thought about a story. Maybe you've heard this. It's a cliche that a man and a grandpa told us, a grandson, that there are two wolves in me and they are fighting. And this grandson asked, which wolf is going to win, the good or the bad? And the grandfather said, the one I feed. And when we think about this, remember the time that Jesus was asked by the Pharisees concerning the disciples, because they were eating with their hands and washed, and they were so much concerned with what they are eating. And Jesus said, you know what we eat is not what defiles us. It doesn't defile a man. And we are living in a global village where in some cultures everything that moves is food. As long as it's edible, it's food. But Jesus said, what defiles a man, or what makes somebody unclean, is what comes out of the mouth. And as we all know, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. So if we are going to be speaking words that are good for building up and that fit the occasion, then we need to know what is in the source. We need to make sure that we feed ourselves with the right content. I remember many years ago when I was learning computer, there's this famous phrase, garbage in, garbage out. Whatever you put in is what you release. So let's not just concentrate on the food that we eat physically, but also the spiritual nourishment, so that we might become those people who will be speaking words that are good for building up and as fits the occasion, that it may give grace to those who hear. That it may give grace to those who hear, those that listen to you. The same verse, the same text is repeated in Colossians 4 verse 6. Let your speech be always gracious, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how you ought to answer each person. So we'll continue talking about this, because as we talk about words that fit the occasion, and then we hear about each person, there is a way you're supposed to respond to each person. Not one shoe fits all.